80% furnace versus 90% furnace. What's the difference? What's the difference in installation? What's the difference in characteristics as far as efficiency? Let's talk about the difference between 80% and 90% furnaces. Before we start today's video, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell, ding, so you know what I'm doing. If you want help with your project or tech support, click that join button, become a member, and let's go ahead and start today's video. You're watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad, and I'll be giving you the difference between 80% and 90% furnaces. So this right here is an 80% furnace, and this is a 90% furnace. And the first obvious characteristic is the vent. So the vent or the flue pipe for the 80% furnace is metal, and that is double wall piping. And then the vent for the 90% furnace is PVC. And the reason is because this 80% is a non-condensing furnace, and this 90% is a condensing furnace. So a cost comparison between double wall type B venting used for 80% furnaces and then this Schedule 40 3-inch PVC pipe is, if you want to make up 10 foot of either one of these pieces of pipe, this double wall type B vent is actually going to be double the price. This 10-foot stick is about $50 for that Schedule 40 3-inch PVC for a 90% furnace, and then for about 5 foot of this type of vent pipe, it's about $80 to $100. So I want to give you an idea of what the cost comparison is between the two types of venting material. This is a 90% furnace. It's a condensing furnace, and one characteristic is the drain right here that comes from this collector box. You see, during its operation, it will create condensate through the exhaust or the flue pipe, and that condensate will come into this inducer assembly housing, and then it will leave via this drain tube right here that comes from the collector box right there at the very bottom. And then of course it's tied into our condensate drain that leaves our air handler's indoor coil, and then it goes into this, of course, bucket, but it would be into your main drain or condensate pump, and it would probably terminate outside. Usually you want to run it to a main drain because, of course, during the winter, if it gets cold enough outside, your drain tube, if you're using 3/8 drain tube, is going to freeze. And that's what brings me to an installation characteristic that you have to know is, do not install this furnace anywhere where it gets freezing temperatures, because it could cause the drain for that condensing furnace to freeze. So that's where you don't have to worry about freezing temperatures with this 80% furnace, because of course it's only got a one primary heat exchanger. It doesn't have a secondary heat exchanger. Okay, condensing furnace has 2 heat exchangers, as a primary and a secondary. An 80% furnace only has 1 heat exchanger. So there is no collector box that's plastic with a drain coming out and connecting to our drain from our coil. You can see that. So we have to use this certain double wall pipe for this furnace anytime we are in a location where we're near some combustibles, or we're going through some type of material like wood to where we could cause some damage. So 80% furnace burns 80% of the fuel, wastes 20% of the fuel. 90% furnace burns 90% of the fuel and wastes 10% of the fuel. And you can see we got this plastic inducer assembly housing, got a couple pressure switches, and we've got that nice drain there. And this right here, got this inducer motor, 1 pressure switch. Looks a lot simpler here. And of course, when you look at price, this 90% furnace is going to be a little more expensive. But anytime you're using propane, this is definitely something that you need to do. You need to upgrade the customer's furnace, because propane is terrible. Propane is the worst fuel to use to heat your home, so you have to make it as efficient as possible, and a 90% furnace is a good way for you to minimize your waste of your fuel. And also coupling this 90% furnace with a heat pump, making it a dual fuel, that way you can take it to even better, more efficient level, is a good idea. Let's talk about some venting options with the 90% furnace. So with the 90% furnace, what's great is this right here is where the fresh air would come into the furnace, and you can leave this the way it is and pull fresh air from wherever this furnace is installed. Or if you need dedicated fresh air, you run a fresh air pipe from outside of the building or the home so that you can pull in fresh air. Another good thing about the 90% furnace is the vent pipe can be run vertical or horizontal, so you have a lot more options for your venting. Remember, of course, though, it is condensing, and if you are in a climate where it gets way below freezing, then you may have a frozen drain, and then of course that's going to make your furnace inoperable. It is not going to work. So love 90% furnaces though. They are awesome when you have the right application. For the 80% and the 90% furnace, you can get single stage, you can get two-stage gas valve or gas system, and you can get 100% modulating. So I'm going to tell you exactly what that means, and we're going to look at both the gas valves on these two systems so I can show you the actual difference so you can see it. So single stage burns at one specific pressure for the gas, and that's usually 3.5 inches of water column for natural gas and 10 for propane. Two-stage has two different gas pressures, so it'll burn at probably about 70% and then 100%. And usually if it's propane, it's burning at about 7 inches of water column during the first stage, and then the second stage it burns at the full 10 inches of water column. And then for the natural gas, it'll burn at about 1.7, 1.6, and then it'll burn at 3.5 when it goes into high stage. 100% modulating is like 0 to 100. And there's a 100% modulating gas furnace right here, and I'm going to show you that gas valve and show you what it looks like. So first, let's look at the 80%. This is a single stage gas valve. Two wires come into it, 24 volts, and they open and close this valve, and it only burns at one pressure, and that's 100%, okay? Because single stage burns at 100%. This right here is a 90% furnace with a two-stage gas valve, and you can see there's a low and a high stage. And if you are propane, of course, that low stage would be probably 6.7 or 7 inches of water column, and the high stage would be 10. And then of course for natural gas, it would be around 1.7 to almost 2 inches of water column for the low stage, and then high stage would be 3.5 inches of water column. Now, this right here is not a two-stage. This is actually a 100% modulating gas valve. So it's able to burn from a very, very low setting all the way up to a high setting, and it's just determined on demand and runtime, okay? So that's the difference in the gas pressure, single stage, two stage, and then modulate. You want to learn how to check gas pressure on a furnace to set the gas pressure? Check out my playlist, HVAC Tips for Technicians. I've got a video on there on how to use a manometer, check and set gas pressure. This is what a concentric vent looks like. This is what we typically use so that we only have one penetration that's outside of the building or the home that we install the 90% furnace. And usually the exhaust would be coming out this hole, and then the fresh air would be pulling in here, okay? So you got two pipes coming in, one for your exhaust from your furnace, and then one for your fresh air. So typically it's going to be about $500 difference between the 80% furnaces and the 90% furnaces. Let's look at a couple figures here. So we've got our single stage 80%. Let's look at the bottom. Let's say it's a 5-ton. 1,100 bucks basically. All right, now that was for the fixed. Let's look at the 95%, 5-ton. Okay, 1,734. So it's about a $600 difference. Wanted to give you that. You got three choices. You got the ECM, single stage. You got the two-stage variable speed, and then you got two-stage fixed ECM. Okay, this right here is going to be the most efficient furnace out of these choices because it's variable speed and it's two-stage. So I wanted to give you the cost comparison between the two types of furnaces. Hope you enjoyed today's video about 80% furnace versus 90% furnace. Let me know in the comments section if you have any questions. If you don't have any questions, that's fine. Leave me your name and where you're from. I want to know all my viewers. I really appreciate you watching. If you need help, you need tech support, you need help with your project, you need contact with me, just click the join button, become a member. Let me know in the comments when you join, say I joined, and I'll give you my email. Then that can lead to contact with me and I can be able to help you better. You've been watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad, and I'll keep you cool if you let me.